After technical difficulties, we're back and we live, right? So, Shalom, Israel. Akatazawam coming at you with a quick, well, not really quick, but, a live stream on the Lord's comeback, part two. I got to edit that and put part two. You know? But, let me see if I can actually do that. But, I want to give a call hello to Yahweh, Bahashema Mashiach Komalaki Yahushai. That's all praises to God in the name of his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. All right, and this is part two of the Lord's comeback. Right, I'm gonna edit the video. I'm gonna edit the name. But go ahead, Kwamel.
Khan, this is Brother Kwamel. I just want to give a call, Lord, to Yahweh, which would be the name of the Heavenly Father, who the world calls God. I just want to give a call, Lord, to Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Call Halim to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, which means all praise to the Lord, name Son of God. Shalom ala Akim out there, and Shalom ala Akwaf out there watching this video. It means peace be unto you, brothers, and peace be unto you, sisters. Tune in with Akatazamon, making this part two video,
God, here we go, man. First we're gonna backtrack a little bit. Get a couple precepts that we got in the last video, just so brothers maybe catch up a little bit, right? So I'm gonna start with mute your mic for me out. It kind of got like a little late echo. I'm not gonna start too back. I'm gonna start at Zephaniah. Right, so this is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 1. And if you guys missed the first live stream, don't worry about it. Go check that video out, man. So we back with it. This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 1 and verse 18. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath, but the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, for he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. Man, so we talk about the Lord's comeback. And no, the rich is not going to be saved. Didn't the Lord say, it is easier for a camel to go through a pin of a needle than it is for a rich man to enter to the kingdom of heaven? Right? So this is just that backup. People say, oh, that's the Old Testament, but it's right there in the New Testament, man. Right? The Lord said that. Yahweh Shah himself said that out of his own mouth. And here it is back in here in Zephaniah, right? And we know that the Lord is gonna come back with fire and vengeance, man. Right? So you could get that for me real quick in Malachi 4:1 again. Just in case, we backtracking just a little bit. I'm gonna give him a little snack so he a little quiet. Go ahead, Doc.
This is the book of Malachi, chapter 4, verse 1. And it reads, For behold, the day cometh, that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And that day cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. Right? So when the Lord comes back, man, all hell is gonna break loose. Not gonna be no more trees, no more man, no more wicked men. There's gonna be no more animals on the earth. All these skyscrapers you see, your Times Square, the Big Ben, what else? Your Tokyo, your San Francisco Bridge, all that's gonna be gone, man. For behold, the day cometh. The day did not come yet. That shall burn as an oven. Say you go to Gino's Pizzeria Brick Oven Pizza, man. And the oven is hot, right? But this day is gonna be hotter than that Gino's Pizzeria oven. And it says, and all that, Salakia, and all the proud, right? Your proud boys, the Edomites, they're proud of our people, LeBron James, etc., etc. Your Floyd Mayweather, yea, and all that do wickedly, Esau, the heathen, the 2/3 of our people, child sacrifice, pedophilia, homosexuality, shall be stubble, right? And that day cometh shall burn them up, so they can be burnt the hell up. Saith the Lord of hosts, not save me, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. So they're gonna be finished, man. That it shall leave them neither root nor branch. So they're gonna be finished, man. You could bring out your precept.
Right, man. Right, and I just shared it real quick on Facebook live. Right, man. So that was a powerful precept, man. Because we know the Lord is gonna, man. I gotta bring it out, man, through His Spirit, right? Because we know the Lord not playing around. The Lord is not coming back. What brothers always, what brothers like to say, what with cupcakes and rainbows, man. The Lord is not playing around, right? The Lord is not gonna come back and this year is gonna be, and it's gonna be like you're gonna look up in the sky and say, wow, man, this is beautiful. Everybody's raising up from the dead, everybody's meeting up with their loved ones, and everybody's hugging and kissing and say, I'm bill free. I'm stress free. That's not gonna happen, man. The Lord is coming back for vengeance of His people. He's coming back to save Israel. He gonna beam up the 144,000. The multitude is gonna be saved after their affliction, or however the Lord got your story written out, man. Right, and that's how it's gonna be. The Lord's gonna take vengeance on these nations. Right, this is the book of Zechariah, chapter 14, and verse 12, and it reads, "And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem." Right, and we know, right, when we're gonna get into more precepts into it. We know that these nations are gonna stop fighting each other and they're gonna fight against the Lord. Right, and this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet. Their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. Right. So when people hugging, I love this book. Oh, you have the Bible. Oh, you must be a really sweet person, and oh, you must have a heart of gold. And what? What are you talking about? This book is a book of it's not. It ain't cupcakes and rainbows at all, man. Right? You read about the affliction and the sorrow of your people, the stiff neck of your people. You read about how the Lord's gonna come. The only thing that's that you can smile in this about this book and that's happy is how your nation is gonna get saved out of this affliction eventually, right? But it's bittersweet. Like Edris, when he ate the book, he said it was sweet like honey, but in his stomach it was bitter, right? Because once you learn about this truth, you're like, wow, I'm an Israelite, God's chosen people. Oh, we're finally gonna get saved out of this affliction called her law, right? And you know who you are. You're a king on this earth, right? It's good to know, but once you know, dang, I might not be saved. Oh, I'm not perfect yet. The Lord say, "Be ye perfect." I'm not perfect yet. I still got things to do. I gotta labor. Oh, my wife's starting to leave me now. Oh, I'm going through all this hell and affliction. Right? It's just in your belly. It's bitter, man. Right? You could be the one that's getting burnt up with your enemy, in the land of your enemy, in the land of your captivity, right? And we know, what was I gonna say? And we know brothers is falling out, right? WFI Nakon did a video of brothers that was mighty in the truth and is falling out. That could be any brother, man, and that's a scary thing to know that once you leave this truth, that's it for you, right? You could be the person that the Lord talk about how your flesh is gonna consume away in their holes, man, right? You could be in a FEMA camp. Esau could have you written down because you was mighty in this truth. Right, and then have you down to go in a FEMA camp and go through all this hell and affliction, but you didn't gave it up. You didn't stop wearing your fringes. You didn't in the club. You rolling up. Now you a rapper now. Now you towing the strap. So all that, you go through this hell and affliction just to die at the end.
Salakia, or you could fall out. Esau may snatch you up. Be like, where those brothers used to labor with? Where's brother da? Where's brother Tazamon? You be like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't talk to those brothers no more. And then Esau beating you in. Tell them where those brothers at. Tell us where they hiding. Now you're getting beat. Your back getting beaten. You're getting persecuted. You're getting scourged. And you're not gonna get the kingdom, man. And then you may rat on your brothers. Tell where da's at. And they may persecute your brother. They're in Jacob's trouble.
Right, and still kill you afterwards. Shalom to the brother that's viewing this, man. Right, this is the book of Luke, Chapter. Hold on, Salaki.
You mean 12 and 47?
No. Let me see. It's the book of Luke, chapter 13, and I think it's 35 or 25. Hold on, Salaki. Give me a moment.
What priest are we looking for?
The weeping and gnashing of teeth. I got it. It's a book of Luke chapter 13 and verse 28, right? And it reads, "There shall be weeping." Oh no, matter of fact, I'm start at verse 27. But he shall say, "I tell you, I know you not whence ye are. Depart from me, all ye workers of iniquity." So that's a hard thing to hear. The Lord tell you, "I know ye not. Depart from me, ye workers of iniquity." And you being casted into the lake of fire for who knows how long, man. Right? The Lord might resurrect you. You might get the kingdom. You might not. You know what I mean? It could go either way. Brothers. Nobody has 100% understanding of the scripture. So you might read some stuff and think, oh, brothers is gonna get saved up. They're gonna burn for a little bit and then, be resurrected. Some brothers say, that's it. You either get the kingdom or you don't. So, either way it go, nobody knows 100%. So it's not, I burn for a little. I could deal with that. Who knows for sure if you're gonna make it out? Who knows for sure if the Lord gonna take you out of that fire, man? Right? So, verse 27. But he shall say, I tell you, I know you not whence ye are. Depart from me, all ye workers of iniquity. 28. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth when ye shall see Abraham and Isaac and Jacob and all the prophets, right? So when that day come and you see, all the glorious men of the Most High standing before your eyes when you get in your judgment, and all the prophets, all the people that was prophesying out there, you might see you might see Naquam out there, man, standing with Amos. You might see Azariah out there. You might see Ariah. Yeah, you might see Naquam. You might see Carmel out there. And you get in your judgment, right? When ye shall see Abraham and Isaac and Jacob and all the prophets in the kingdom of Yahweh, and you yourselves thrust out. So you see all these people. Oh man, I knew him. Hey, you're not gonna say, hey, Shalom. The Lord say, I know you not. Depart from me. And then who knows? You in a lake of fire just like that, man. So this is not a game. This is not something you could just I read tomorrow. Brothers, a lot of brothers is slack, but you got to get back on that horse and get back to it, because the Lord is gonna come back, and He's gonna come back in a big way, in a huge way, man. Right? And it's not, you can't dabble into other philosophies, man, these other vain, worthless religions and dibble into Christianity. Once oh, I'm an Israelite, but I don't know, everybody God do kind of love everybody. My pastor pork chop is kind of right. What the hell do they know, man? Let me get a precept real quick, and then you got it. Right, let me get in the book of Amos, man. Let me get it. This is the book of Amos, chapter 5, and verse 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. Right? So you people say, praise the Lord, and I can't wait till He come back. It's gonna be so glorious. Everybody's gonna see and stand and watch the Lord come back, and everybody's gonna be clapping their hands and rejoicing, and everybody's gonna catch the Holy Spirit. You throw your hands up, you bobbing your head, you crying, you going crazy, you speaking in tongues. You're not gonna be doing that, man. You're not gonna be dancing on your damn toes when the Lord come back. Right? You're gonna be burning the hell up. Your skin is gonna melt away. Your eyes is gonna melt away in his sockets, and your tongue is gonna consume away in his mouth, man. So that's what's gonna happen in the day of the Lord, and it's gonna be a speedy remnant of all the people that live in Babylon the Great. Man. You got it.
Con. And woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? So we don't know that when the Lord come back, how it's gonna be in our favors. We may get destroyed. We don't know if we're gonna make it or not. So, hey man, the day of the Lord is gonna be terrible, man. Amos chapter 5, right? Verse 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? So you got these Christian like the Christian pastors and Catholics, Jehovah Witness, waiting for Christ to come back. The Son of Man, Yahushua. Like he's coming back with cracker barrels and on a rainbow cloud, right? It said that the day of the Lord is darkness and not light. So it's gonna be dark. It says, as if a man, verse 19, as if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and the serpent bit him. Salakia. So the day of the Lord is going to be so terrible, as if a man did flee from a lion. Because when you read the scriptures, we know in Sirach 39, you can get Sirach 39, verse 28. You know in Sirach 39, Revelation chapter 6, that there's going to come a certain point in time where the beast of the earth is going to kill men. The day of the Lord is going to be so terrible. It says that if a man did flee from a lion. So say you come across a lion, you kind of flee from the lion, you kind of run, you kind of get away from the lion, right? And a bear met him. Next thing you know, you get away from this lion, you kind of catch your breath, like damn. Then you see a bear. A bear is running at you, and then you kind of juke the bear and you get away from the bear, right? And a bear met him or went into a house. So you kind of run from this bear, you kind of run into an abandoned building, right? And lean his hand on the wall. So after you kind of escape from this bear and you run into an abandoned building, you kind of put your hand on the wall. You kind of say, "Whew, I made it. I'm safe." And a damn serpent bites your hand, man, and you finish. It says, and leaned his hand on the wall, and the serpent bit him. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light? So shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it? So the day of the Lord is going to be very dark, you know. You can get Sirach 39 and 28 while I look for this precept.
Khan, I got a precept too. I got a precept too, real quick. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 13 and verse 47. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a net that was cast into the sea and gathered of every kind. Right? So that's what we're doing. Right? The kingdom of heaven is like a net. You cast it into the sea, you catching crabs, you catching lobster, you catching whatever kind of fish, man. I'm not a big seafood eater, so I wouldn't know. Right? So you catching different kind of fish. That's us out there. We being fishers of men. Didn't the Lord say,
But Salakia, the Lord's gonna get rid of those crabs and those lobsters, man.
oh
They're
yeah,
unclean.
for sure. The Lord, the Most High, not dealing with no shrimp, man. He's not dealing with no sea roaches, man. Right? So let me read it again. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a net that was cast into the sea and gathered of every kind. So that net is the word cast into the sea, which is the nations, cast into Australia and Britain, and gathering the lost sheep. Right? That fish is the lost sheep. He's gonna get rid of the shrimp. All those unclean men, all those unclean women. Right? He's gonna get rid of those kind of people, man. Right?
Yep.
He's gathering them up. He's gathering them up. Verse 47, verse 48, which when it was full, they drew to shore and sat down and gathered the good into vessels, but cast the bad away. We don't eat shrimp. We don't eat crabs. That's what the Lord doing. I don't deal with nigger women. I don't deal with thugs. Oh, he's a blood. He's a crip. Throw him out. The Lord not dealing with that, man. Oh, he was selling weed and smoking weed and selling crack on the block. Throw him out. He's useless. I know ye not. You work of iniquity, depart from me. That's what the Lord doing, man. Right? Which when it was full, they drew to shore and sat down and gathered the good into the vessel, but cast the bad away. Verse 49. So shall it be at the end of the world, right? The angels shall come forth and sever the wicked from among the just. So that's what the angels are gonna be doing, man. Right? The angels are gonna be clothed with a long garment, a long linen garment, right? And they're gonna be slashing and dashing and chopping heads off, pulling somebody's spine out the ass, right? The angel's gonna be going crazy, man. And Yahushua, we can get right into it. Yahushua not even have a weapon in his hand. He's just gonna be walking. He's gonna be speaking the word of the Most High, right? And he gonna be burning people up, man. Sparks and tempest and strong wind is gonna be coming out his mouth. He's not gonna need a weapon, man, right? So that's what's gonna happen. They taking the wicked, they picking the wicked out, and they saving the just. They saving the righteous men that was keeping the commandments of the Most High. Verse 50, and shall cast them into the furnace of fire. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth. So there you go, man. You're gonna die here in the land of your captivity, burning from the damn nuclear missiles, right? You might die in the FEMA camp. And then there you go again, your second death, you in a lake of fire for who knows how long. Who knows if you're gonna make it out. You might not. The Most High might save you. You might just be in there burning for all eternity, man. Who knows? Who knows for sure until that day comes? Well, are you willing to find out? Or are you gonna wait and sit and find out? Or are you gonna try and get the kingdom? All right. I'm not perfect. Carmel not perfect. The two viewers on here not perfect. But we striving until we get until we get the kingdom, man. If we get it, all praises call Lord Yahweh Bashem Yashai. But if not, hey, that was just our lot that was written out. But we gonna try, man. We're not gonna say, you know what, I ain't perfect. I can't know for sure. The Most High, he ain't come down and he ain't speak to me and say, keep doing what you're doing. You're gonna get the kingdom. So I'm gonna just smoke my weed. F it. Tomorrow never promise. You know, we not doing that, man. We saying, you know what, I messed up today. Let me fin less the next day. Because I know that this day that the Lord gonna come back, that's prophesied, that will come, is gonna be a day of darkness, man. And I'm not trying to see that day. You know, I want to get beamed up. Right? So go ahead. You had a precept?
So like I bring this out. This is Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them. Now is the Lord actually gonna send men down to earth to go fish for trout and sea bass and tilapia and whiting? No, it's talking about fish for men. Bring them into the truth. Tell them their nationality. Tell them, hear ye the words of the Lord. You know? And they shall fish them, and after will I send for many hunters. It's not talking about hunters to go get the deer or go try to go get some antelope or the bison or the buffalo. It says, and they shall hunt them from every mountain, from every hill, and out of the holes of the rocks. Talking about right now, brothers are fishers. You know, all the men of the Lord, whatever camp they're in, we're fishers out here trying to bring people in to the house of the Lord. Matthew 22, verse 9. And after a certain period of time, we're going to turn into hunters when the Lord come back. You know, we're going to hunt down Esau and put them in captivity, man. So right now, we're just fishing and trying to bring brothers and sisters into this truth, compel them to come into this truth and keep the commandments of the Lord, you know, and to seek life and to live, man. Proverbs chapter 7, verse 2. Keep my commandments, you shall live.
You had another precept before I bring it out?
You go ahead.
All right, come. This is the book of Second Esdras, chapter 13 and verse 3. And lo, let me see like and I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven, the thousands. This Lord coming with 100,000, 10,000, 10, 1,000, 2,000. No, man, the Lord's coming with millions of angels, man. You don't think it's millions of angels up there in the kingdom of heaven already? Man, the heaven is packed in, and it could pack a millions more, man. Right? Because it's gonna be millions that's gonna be saved. Right? Not just 144,000, right? And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. So when the Lord come down, like I seen it, like I said before, you know, the nation is gonna turn from fighting each other and fight against the Lord. And when the Lord come back, everybody's gonna look, they're gonna be astonished, they're gonna be confounded. They're not gonna know what the hell's going on. They're gonna know. Matter of fact, they are gonna know what's going on. They're gonna know that is the Lord, man. They're gonna know the Lord's coming back, and all the prophets and everything that they heard was true, and that's it. That's gonna be, you know, that's gonna be your A, man. That's it, right? So he's gonna look. Everybody's gonna be screaming and yelling and pulling out, ripping their damn, trying to rip their damn face off, and because they're gonna be so damn scared. People gonna be dropping dead from a heart attack when that day come, man. The Lord might bring you back just to kill you again, man. Right that very second. Right, but let me get back to it. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, they all burnt that heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it filleth the fire. Woo! Ooh. So when the Lord talks, right? When the Lord talking, your skin just start opening up like a fire. If you hold like a piece of paper and you put a lighter under it and it just start to burn, that's gonna be the people's skin. It's just gonna start burning up everywhere, and that's what the Lord said. Your tongue is gonna consume away in its mouth, and your eyes gonna melt away in its holes, and your skin is just gonna be melting away in your skin. That's the fervent heat coming from the nukes, coming from the Most High, speaking the word of the man. That day is gonna be a very dark day, and ain't gonna be no day like this. Absolutely no day like this, man. The Lord's gonna be speaking, and people are just gonna be burning up. And the Lord don't got a soft voice. Oh, all the sodomites is never gonna make it, and people is just gonna be burning up. That's not gonna happen, man. The Lord got a deep voice. He's a man of war, man. Right? Exodus 15:3. Right? Now, can you give me Revelation 19 and verse 19? Revelation 19 and verse 19.
Revelation 19, verse 19. And I saw the beast and the kings of the earth and their armies gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse and against his army.
And against his armies, man. So like I said, when he turned his countenance to look, that's why the Lord came with millions of his angels, right? Because the Lord could do it all by himself. Of course the Lord could do it all by himself. If the Lord wanted to come all by himself and have the angels sit up there and watch, he could do that. But he gonna say, we're gonna fight fire with fire. We literally gonna fight. I'm gonna bring my army, you bring your army. Let's see who's gonna win. And of course the Lord's gonna prevail. Of course the Lord's gonna prevail. When does darkness prevail against the light? Never. Absolutely never. Especially when it's the Lord's light. Darkness might prevail against the light when you in the truth and you trying to go hard, you going hard, and then you fall back into the world. That's your lot. You didn't been overtook. You wasn't as righteous as you thought you was, I guess. But that's not gonna happen to the Lord, right? This the book of that was it on that precept. All right, Khan. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 47 and verse 3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. So the Lord's not gonna come back as a man, and you're not gonna grab him up and say, hang him again, nail him to the cross again. Matter of fact, beat him up, tie him up, and hang him on a tree. And all the Edomites are gonna hang around like they used to do back in the 30s and the 40s and the 50s, and sit around and eat and have a picnic and play Ring Around the Rosie off of a dead Jake hanging from a tree, man. That's not going to happen again. The Lord's going to come back angelic. You can't be a mortal man speaking words and it be burning everybody up. He's coming back in his spirit. He's coming back in a garment dipped in blood with his angels, and he's coming back for vengeance and to save his people, right? Can you give me can you give me Revelation 18 and verse 2?
This is Revelation chapter 18, verse 2, and it reads, and he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and it's become the habitation of every devil, and it's become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
That's because it's gonna be burnt up, and it's gonna be done. It's gonna be done like this too, right? The Lord say, "I will make even a speedy radiance of all them that dwell in the land." Right? So that's not gonna be, damn, it's been a month. I'm barely eating. I'm eating roaches out here. What's going on? You're not checking your phone every day for that month, and you checking if you got Wi-Fi, if news is gonna pop up. You checking outside your blinds to make sure, to see if you could go outside. That's not gonna happen. The Lord is gonna happen just like this. You know, you're gonna be playing at the park. You know, everybody even got vaccinated and everything's all sweet. And you know, the new world order just took place, and everybody might be chipped. And you know, Jake and FEMA camps, and they trying to ignore what's really going on. And then boom, all of a sudden the Lord come back, Babylon's destroyed, and that's the end. And that's it. Right? This is the book of Second Esdras, chapter 13 and verse 6, and it reads, and lo, as he saw the violence, oh no, that was verse 9. And lo, and behold, Salakia, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew up upon it. So the Lord's not going to meet thee as a man. He's going to be angelic. He's going to be flying upon hills and mountains and just flying on top of nations and just speaking the word of the Most High, like that man from Fantastic Four, how he just flying, just blow fire down, man. Right? That's what's gonna be happening as the Lord. He's speaking the words. He's gonna be burning people the hell up, man. His voice is gonna be sounding like the speakers that be dumping in Ephraim's Hondas, man. Right? You're gonna be thinking Ephraim freaking zooming by you in a Honda, bumping their music. It's gonna be the Most High, flying, speaking the words of the Most High, and you burning the hell up. And that's how it's gonna go, right? It's like it is. There's more to that. But I would have seen, no matter of fact, I'm gonna jump to verse 8. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet there was fight. So you know Jacob's gonna be in the military too, man. Right? And you know, even though the people were afraid, you know, when he turned his countenance to look, everybody was so afraid, but yet they in their tanks already. They shooting, they gunning down. Didn't nobody know what's going on. The Lord put that spirit on them to keep on fighting, man. Right? You might as well fight to the end. You already dead. Right? Jay gonna be in the military just shooting, and I don't know what's going on. He just shooting everybody. He's shooting his own teammates. You know, he just shooting everything, and tanks is just shooting the missiles. Keep hurry up, reloading. You know, and the Lord's just gonna destroy you, man. The Lord's gonna destroy Babylon the Great. He gonna destroy the nation of Elam. He gonna destroy Moab, Ammon, right? Gog and Magog, right? He's just gonna be destroying all these nations, man. It's gonna be them against the Most High and His angels. Verse 9, and lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand nor shield, his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war. Right? So the Most High not gonna have anything in his hand, right? The Most High is gonna be speaking the words. The Lord, he gonna be speaking this, man, and that's it. Once he be speaking these words, that's it. You're gonna be burning the hell up, right? See, Owen, you should always tell the truth and face the consequences of your actions. Verse 10, and only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests. So out of his mouth it's like a nuke, man. These words of the Most High is gonna be like the biggest nuke. You know, Russia has a scene 1 and a scene 2 that could destroy the land, the whole a landmass the size of Texas. The Most High is going to be 10 times bigger than that, right? The words of the Most High. He's not going to have a nuke in his hand, and he's not going to drop one down from the heaven, man. Right? He's going to be speaking it, and you're going to just be burning up, right? Kind of, I got a preset for you if you don't got one.
Come on, you could bring it out.
I kind of
got some more though.
It's one more verse to that. And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and a great tempest, and fell with violence upon a multitude which were prepared to fight, and burnt them up every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude. So that means you couldn't even count the people that was there trying to fight the Lord. Nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid. So when Edris saw this, man, he was shaking in his damn boots. He was shaking in his sandals, man. Right? He dang near then popped the doodle in his drawers, man. When he seen this, man, he was scared. You know, teeth shattering like he was cold. Right? Edris was scared when he saw this, man. Right? Can you give me Habakkuk chapter 3 in verse 4 through 5?
Habakkuk chapter 3, verse 4. And his brightness is as the light. He had horns coming out of his hand, and there was the hiding of his power. Right? Before him went the pestilence, and burning coals went forth at his feet.
Right? So that's why the Most High don't need no weapons. He don't need a weapon of war. The Most High is a weapon. Right? The Most High is this word, man. This word is all he needs. Right? And you know, nobody knows the word of the Most High than the Most High himself and Yahweh Shai, man. Because this is Yahweh Shai right here. The words of the Lord, this is Yahweh Shai right here. Right? He made all things, right? Through the power of his Father. Right? So he's speaking the things he didn't already planned out from the beginning. You know, he couldn't wait for this day. You know, the Most High couldn't wait to save his people. You know, bring glory to Yasharallah again, once and for all. Right? That was it on that?
Come on.
Alright, on. Oh yeah, Con. Alright. This the book of Second Esdras. Let me get it. Chapter 11 and verse 45. And it reads, and therefore appear no more thou eagle, nor thy horrible wings, nor thy wicked feathers, nor thy malicious heads, nor thy hurtful claws, nor all thy vain body, that all the earth may be refreshed and may return, being delivered from thy violence, and that she may hope for the judgment and mercy of him that made her. Right? So even though the creatures and everything is not going to be rejoiced because Esau is polluting the waters. He hunting down the birds and the bears. You know, Esau is constantly polluting the water. I don't know if I should have said that, but you know, he's constantly polluting lands. He go to lands, dig big holes, right? Spill oil everywhere, kill people, rape, rob, murder, right? And take guns, oil, drugs, and then give it to Jake. You know, he sell the gold stolen gold at an all-time high, right, to Jake. Now Jake wanted his teeth hanging the diamonds, that stolen blood diamonds from his neck, all in his watch, right? And Jake go crazy about it, giving Jake the drugs to sell to each other. You know what they say over there.
Salaki, Esau is so wicked, man. It's so off that through all his sorcery and witchcraft, man, he pollutes the earth, destroys the earth, and then be like, we have to go to this planet. We gotta find out if we can live on Mars or we can live in the space shuttle because the earth is all messed up. It's because you messed it up, man. You know? You messed it up during your rulership. Got chemtrails all in the air. The water's all messed up. You know, the sea is dirty because they take the shrimp, crab, and lobster out. Seafood that's supposed to clean the bottom of the ocean. They take it out. Now the water just polluted. You know, and they do all other types of witchcraft and sorcery, man. And they mess up the earth. And they be like, oh, the earth is all messed up. It's because you messed it up, man. You know, that's why Esau has to go.
Right. And it's the book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 15. For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. So we know it's near, man. We can see it every day on the news, right? We see it every day on Facebook. We see it every day, man. It draws nearer and near. We know what that doomsday clock, right? It's what, 30 seconds until doomsday? Come on now. Esau know what's going on, right? They trying to predict the time where the Most High is going to come. For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall be upon thine own head, right? So what the Lord said, what you have done, it shall be upon thine own head, man, right? Didn't the Lord say, fill her cup double, right? You could get that precept if you know where it is. You can Google it or something. I got another precept.
All right, come on.
Yeah.
What's going on? All hell breaking loose in there, man.
oh, oh, hell breaking loose, huh? Nah, he's just tired. Right. So this is the book of Wait, this is the book. You could bring it out if you got it.
This is Revelation chapter 18, verse 4. It says, "And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people," talking about the children of Israel, "that ye be not partakers of her sin, because nothing but America, which spiritually Babylon the Great, produces nothing but whoredom and sin, man. Right? And that you receive not her plagues, because the Lord's going to plague this earth. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and God have remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works, in the cup which she hath filled, filled to her double." You see that?
God, I got a precept. This is the book of Colossians, chapter 3, and verse 25. But he that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrong which he have done, and there is no respect of persons. So the Lord don't care if you owe. The Lord don't care if you're 3 years old, if you just been born, if you the baby just push you out from the damn womb, right? If you a Edomite, if you a heathen, you're done for, man. The Lord don't care, right? He that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrong if he have done, and there is no respect of persons, man. The Lord repeats himself in many ways, right? The Lord don't never contradicts himself, right? The Lord is always on top. And oh, Shalom, Azariah, Shalom. Yeah. All right. Con, you got another precept?
Con, I had a couple.
All right, Con, bring him out.
Alright. This is Genesis chapter 6. I'm going to start at verse 5. Right? It says, "And God saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart, which is the mind, was only evil continually." Right? The thoughts of man today is just evil, man. You know, you got Jake thinking, how are we gonna do this? How are we gonna do that? In wickedness, how I'm gonna kill my brother, how I'm gonna covet my brother's wife. You know, how Esau thinks about the fauna land, all the types of wickedness that man thinks of in his mind. Verse 6, "And it repented the Lord that he made man on the earth." When it means it repented the Lord that he made man on the earth, it doesn't mean that the Lord got off his throne and prayed unto another God. Because Yahweh is the only God, man. He is the Most High. And it says, "And it repented the Lord that he made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart." So it just grieved him, you know. "And the Lord said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast," right? "And the creeping thing, your beast, your lion, your tiger, your creeping thing, your mouse, and the fowls of the air," right? "Your pigeon, etc., etc. For it repented me that I had made them." So that's just talking about the Lord was grieved, man. You know, and here's why the Lord is grieved that he made man on the earth. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 29. "Lo, this only have I found, that God had made man upright." So the Lord made man upright. He gave the children of Israel law, statutes, commandments, but they sought out many inventions. You know, our people follow the ways of the heathen. Jeremiah 10, verse 2, the Lord said, "Learn not the ways of the heathen." So our people seek out many inventions, how to flip coke, how to get the weed like this, how to make money like this, you know, how to prostitute our women to get money, you know, all types of wickedness that our people do and the heathen do, man. You know, and the heathen don't know any better. They didn't get the law, statutes, commandments, you know, so they just out there any type of way, man. You know, and Esau is influencing all these other nations to just live in wickedness, you know. Esau the top fornicator on this earth. You know, this is Nahum, and this is why the Lord has come back, you know, because he has to cleanse
Oh,
the earth.
Con, I was just gonna get that too, but I got
Yes,
a precept when you don't.
God, he has to cleanse the earth of his wickedness, man. This is Nahum 3, chapter 3, verse 4. "Because of the multitude of the whoredom," right? The multitude. everything that this whore has done, of the well-favored Shalaki, of the well-favored harlot, which is talking about Babylon the Great, the mischief of witchcrafts. So Esau, man, Babylon the Great, these do all types of witchcraft and sorcery. You know, don't they got spirit cooking? I don't know that lady's name. Some Edomite lady. She does spirit cooking. That's witchcraft, man. That sell of nations through her whoredoms, right? Esau has all these other nations drunk, man. You got the Hamites, distributed Africans that come from their country, come to America thinking, oh, we're gonna get the American dream. You know, I can become an actor. It's all rainbows and cotton candies and lucky charms. You know, Esau's wickedness and whoredom has polluted the minds of these other nations. They come here, they leave their lands, they come to Babylon thinking everything's gonna be
down. There's people sleeping. Money is sleeping.
flocky. They come in, right, through their whoredoms, right? Try to pollute Slocky. Bear me real quick.
Khan, while brother, brother again.
I'm gonna read it again. Nahum 3, verse 4. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mischief of witchcraft that selleth nations through her whoredom and families through her witchcraft. So Esau just polluted the minds of the people, man, through her witchcraft and sorcery. You know?
Khan, I got a couple precepts, right? All right, Khan. Let me bring it out. This the book. Oh, hold up, Slocky. Right, this the book of Second Esdras, chapter 8 and verse 1, and it reads, "And he answered me, saying, The Most High hath made this world for many, but the world to come for few." Right. So the Most High, he ain't make the kingdom for everybody, man. The Most High only made for his certain elect, man. Right. And you could call the multitude the elect because at the end of the day, their names was written in the book of life, man. Right. The Most High had written it out for these people to make it from the beginning. Right, from the very beginning, the Most High promised spirits in the kingdom of heaven, you will make it. You will make it. We don't remember like, oh, the Most High said I'm gonna make it, so I'm feeling good. I don't know about you. I don't know if you remember. You ain't gonna make it, right? No, the Most High didn't do that. Right? We have many lives where it can't bring that one out. Second Esdras 9 and 22. I got a couple more precepts, right? But the Most High and make for
Salakia.
many.
Salakia, what you want me to read?
Second Esdras chapter 9 and verse 22. I got another precept though, real quick.
Gone. This is Second Esdras chapter 9.
Hold on,
verse
let me
22.
bring out this precept, bro. Matter of fact, you can bring it out.
Alright, gone. This Second Esdras chapter 9. I'm gonna start at verse. Bear me real quick. I'm gonna start at verse 20. So I considered the world, and behold, there was peril, because of the devices that were come into it, nothing but wickedness. And I saw and spared it greatly, and had kept me a grape of the cluster and a plant of a great people. Talking about Israel. Verse 22. Let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain. So a lot of people are just born in vain, you know. And let my grape be kept. Let my grape be kept, and my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect. You know.
Con, I can't believe I forgot that precept, man. We used to read that all the time, man. The water, that was a great precept, man. For Allah. Right. Let me bring out another one. This was, when let's go bounce off the precept when you say everybody is drunken off of Babylon, man. Right. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51 and verse 7. Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken enough for wine, therefore the nations are mad. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her take balm for pain, if so she may be healed. Right? So that's it for Babylon, man. That's it. She made all the earth drunken, right? And we know, they following the ways of Satan, man, the spiritual demon Satan, right? Because Esau runs this world. It was given to him from the book of Genesis, right? You could get Second Esdras 14 and verse 9.
The second Esdras chapter 14 verse 9. For thou shalt be taken away from all, and from henceforth thou shalt remain with my son, and with such as be like thee until the times be ended. You gonna break that down?
Hold on, Slack. I was looking for a precept. Well, you could read it again for me.
Second Esdras chapter 14 verse 9. For thou shalt be taken away from all, and from henceforth thou shalt remain with my son, and with such as be like thee until the times be ended.
Right. So that's a predestination precept, man. Right. Let me read it again from my phone now, because it's noise going on in my background. All praises, man. All right, so I'm gonna read it again for edification's sake. For Second Esdras chapter 14 verse 9. For thou shalt be taken away from all, and from henceforth thou shalt remain with my son. Right. So you shall be taken away from all. Right. On a spiritual level, being beamed up. Right. Being saved out of all hell. Being breaking loose. Right. During the FEMA camps, and when all hell is breaking loose. Period, man. Right. And another breakdown you can say is when the Lord said you shall be taken away from all, is you will be separated from the sheep that's following the ways of Babylon, that's getting drunk every day with the spiritual wine of Babylon, right? And henceforth thou shalt remain with my son, right? You shall always be indulgent in the word of the Most High, right? You will be elect, you will be beamed up, and you will be saved when that day comes, right? When that affliction comes. And from henceforth thou shalt remain with my son, and with such as be like thee, right? Be perfect as be perfect, paraphrasing, be perfect as the Heavenly Father's paraphrasing that verse, right? Salaki, shame on me. And with such as be like thee until the times be ended, right? See, it ain't gonna be no more end of times, right? So you're gonna be perfect. You're gonna be with the Most High forever, man, forever and ever, even forever and ever, right? Then the Lord, the Most High said, we shall take the kingdom for and forever and ever, right? And I got another precept. I kind of forgot it. Hold on.
Let me bring a precept up first.
Bring it out.
Like the brother was saying that Israel being protected from Jacob's trouble. This is Job chapter 4 verse 7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished be innocent. So when you get your little 15-year-old Tyrone get shot down in the park playing basketball by a stray bullet, or a 2-year-old die by a barbecue, it wasn't innocent, man. It was the Lord's judgment, you know. It says, "Oh, where will the righteous cut off?" So the Lord's not going to forsake the righteous man, you know. And just to clarify on, remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent. Like I said, say for example, a 15-year-old gets shot down in the park playing basketball by a stray bullet. The Lord may have judged that kid because he may have done some wickedness in his former life, and now it's his judgment now, you know, or he may have just been wicked, man, in his current life that he was living, and now it's your judgment right there and then.
Right. I don't know if we bring this out. Did we bring out Revelation chapter 18 and verse 2? I'm gonna bring it out because I don't remember. We bring it out?
Gone.
We did?
Gone.
Oh, all right, I'm gonna read it again though, just in case. For clarification's sake, I'm gonna bring it out again. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon, the great city, is fallen, and has become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. We did bring that out, but that's I had to bring it out through the spirit, man. And Most High was bringing that fire in me to bring that precept out again, man. Babylon is falling, it is falling, man. We waiting on that day. Wait, yo, that reminds me. Let me bring out another precept, man, in the book of Psalms, man. It kind of got my spirit rejoicing, man. To see the fall of your enemy. Didn't the Lord say it's two things? Let me. I'm gonna bring that precept out because I wanna say it right. You know, the Lord say it's two things that bring joy to a man's heart: his kids and to see the fall of his enemy. You could look that up if through the Spirit.
Say that again.
It's two things. It's two things that bring joy to a man or something like that. To see the joy in his kids and to see the fall of his enemy. Paraphrasing, something like that. I'll look it up if you can't find it. Right. So this is the book of Psalms, chapter 149 and verse 5. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. And we singing aloud right now. Right, but we don't really be singing aloud upon our beds, right? When we save, man, we call Lord to Yahweh. Hey, we rejoicing in that day, man. Woo. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of Yahweh be in their mouths and a two-edged sword in their hand to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye the Lord. Woo, that was a mighty precept, man. Mighty, right? That's what the Lord coming down to do, to bring judgment and to for the saints to who've been patiently waiting and staying and the Lord said he shall Salakia, I'm all tongue tied, getting all excited. He that endures to the end, the same shall be saved, man. So this is that patience that the Lord is talking about, man. Right? This to execute vengeance upon the heathen. I mean, to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. Praise the Lord, man. Right? So let me look up that precept real quick. If you got a precept, you could bring it out.
This is Ecclesiastes. I found it.
All right, come on, bring it out.
Chapter 20. You can mute your mic.
Yeah.
This is Ecclesiastes, chapter 25, verse 7. There be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy, and a 10th will I utter with my tongue. A man that have joy of his children, and he that Salaki. A man that have joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy.
Right, to the joy to see the fall of your enemy, man. Didn't the Lord say to love the good and hate evil, man? Didn't the Lord say to hate evil? Right, it's a time for love. It's a time for peace. That's right now, right? And it's a time for war, right? And time for war is coming, man. And it's coming with the mighty man of war, right? I got a precept, right? Let me get this precept real quick. We'll be bringing our precepts hot fire, right? Right, this is the book of Proverbs. Let me bring it out. I knew I flipped past it. I just wanted to make sure I got it. You know, I ain't bring it out in a minute. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 20 and verse 22. Say not thou, I will recompense evil, but wait on the Lord, and he shall save thee. Woo! Let me read that again. Say not thou, will recompense evil, but wait on the Lord, and he shall save thee. So we're not going around with the AK, you know, FBI that came to me and Azariah, you know, talk about some, oh, but what if, you know, your buddy's tired of waiting? He says, he grabs an AK rifle and he wants to shoot up a school. Yo, I kid you not, man. The FBI said that to me, man. You know, Azariah, my witness, you know. He came, he said, what if your buddy say he's tired of waiting? You know, he wants to shoot up a school right now. I told him, I said, then I'm going to tell that brother his spirit off, man. He got to fast and pray. He's always cracked the counsel, man. But we're going to wait on the Lord, man. That's what we're waiting for, right? So if you got any more precepts to finish it up, man, you know, and we're gonna end with a couple more precepts through the Spirit. All right, if you got anything, you can bring it out, man. Now's the time to bring it out.
This is Luke chapter 21, verse. Salakia, bear me real quick. I'm gonna start at verse 29. And he spake to them a parable. Behold, the fig tree and all the trees, when they now shoot forth, ye see and know of your own self that summer is nigh at hand. Right? So likewise, ye, when you see that these things come to pass, meaning all the prophecy, know ye that the kingdom of God is nigh at hand. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass away. The generation during that time that Yahweh is speaking to, that same generation is back on the earth during this day right now, right? And it says to all be fulfilled, meaning to all the prophecy be fulfilled. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away. So I forgot the breakdown for verse 33. You can help me out, Shah.
Well, so like I was searching for a preset.
Luke 21 and 33. I forgot what I was going into.
Let's get it. Luke 21 and 33. Bring it out to the spirit. Luke 21 and verse 33. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. Right? Because heaven and earth is gonna pass, right? We're gonna have to get more precepts to break that down. But the Lord is gonna create a new heaven, and it's gonna be right here on earth, right? Heaven and earth shall pass away, right? You know that's going into the new covenant as well. But let me bring this out, and then we could break down that verse 33. Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Right? So the end time prophecies is speaking, and it ain't telling no lies, man. We yet to be confounded out there, man. We're yet to be confounded. Brothers have been out there for 10 years plus, still yet to be confounded with the word of the Most High. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it shall surely come. It will not tarry, right? We waiting, because it could come any day now. Esau could come banging down your door with them vaccines. Get down on the ground. You're up. You know, put the vaccine in your shoulder, chip in your hand. Scan you up, you're done. Next, right? No, I'm not taking that. They shoot you in your dome and say, who else don't want to take it? You know, they kick your ass, they break your ribs, you know, break your neck and your arm, and they drag you into FEMA camp. You know, that can happen any day now, man. Right? So let's break down that precept, right? Because let's talk about when the Lord make everything renewed, fresh and clean, right? So let's break it out through the spirit, man. All praises to Yahweh Shem, right? It's like it, right? No. Right, Khan. That's in the book of Hebrews, chapter 8, and let's start at verse 8. For finding fault with them, he said, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt, because they continue not in my covenant, and I regarded them not, saith the Lord. For this is the covenant that I shall make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord. I will put my laws into their mind and write them in their hearts, and will be to them a God, and they shall be to me a people. And they shall not teach every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, Know the Lord, for all shall know me, from the least to the greatest. Right? So that's going in to the new covenant. I'm gonna get another precept to back that up, because the Lord is gonna renew, make everything new, fresh, and clean. Right? But that precept is a key precept right there. Right, and that's the book of actually Revelation. We was just there too. That's in the book of Revelation, verse 21. Revelation, the book 21 from the top. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from God, from Yahweh, out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. Right? So the new heaven is gonna come down on earth, prepared for the people that made it, man. Prepare for the Lord's elect, prepare for the multitude, right? Coming down from earth, and the Lord is gonna make everything renew, fresh, and clean, man. Right? And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of Yahweh is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be. This is my favorite precept right here, man. It's my favorite precept. His people, and Yahweh shall be with them, and be their God. And Yahweh shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. And he that sat upon the throne said, Behold, I make all things new. And he said unto me, Write, for these words are true and faithful. Favorite precept right there, man. Right? Favorite precept. So the Lord's gonna make everything new, man. According to with a new covenant. Nobody gonna have to teach nobody. Right? Everything's gonna be new, renewed, fresh, and clean, from the water, from the grass, the trees, the sky, the clouds, everything new. Right? But that's after Esau is destroyed, and all the heathen are put in chains and put into the line of order. You know, where they serving us. Ain't no gonna be back talking in the kingdom, right? You ain't gonna be having to whip Esau and the heathen up there, because they're gonna be in order, right? Like the Lord's prayer, and in earth as it is in heaven. They're gonna be following the commandments up there. They're gonna be servants, and they're gonna be happy to serve us, right? They're not gonna be, I'm not serving you. You're gonna have to chop their head off. That's not what's gonna happen. They're gonna be all in order. You're gonna have all these big angels around, and the Most High around, and you're gonna have all these huge, scary angels around. Who the hell is gonna rebel? Who the hell is gonna say, I'm gonna down that tree for the 100th time? Nobody.
Salaki. I think that's Isaiah 16:12. You may have some nations that rebel. What if they do? They're gonna be put to death.
I'm pretty sure that's gonna be in the very beginning. When like. But that's a whole different breakdown.
We're back to Luke 21, verse 33. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away. And take heed, verse 34, and take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with soul fretting, right? And drunkenness, and cares of this life, and so that day come upon you unawares. Salakia, brothers want to get into this, but let's get what surfetting means. Bear with brothers real quick. Let's search out. Brothers trying to get into this, what surfetting means. Give me 2 minutes, y'all. Give me a minute.
You got more precepts?
Surfetting, right? Surfetting means overindulgence of food or drink intoxication. The Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. So it says, and take heed to yourselves at any time, lest your hearts, which is your mind, be over drunken with surfeiting, be intoxicated off of the ways of Babylon. Because the things in Babylon, it's of the flesh. Got 2K, Netflix, Hulu, you know, all things that to keep you idle, man. And it says, and drunken and cares of this life. And so that the day come upon you unawares, you forget that the Lord's coming back. Verse 35. For as a snare is a trap, like a bear trap, shall it come on all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth. So when the Lord comes back, it's going to be like a snare to these people, because it's going to be unexpectedly. 1 Thessalonians 5 verse 3, behold, the Lord shall come as a thief in the night. Or if you're paraphrasing, all these regular Jake out here, Salakia, all these regular Jake out here that's not keeping the commandments, that don't know what's going on, these regular Edomites, when the Lord comes back, it's going to be a snare to these people. They're going to be out there and just be caught up, you know. Verse 36. So here's what you have to do. Watch ye therefore and pray always that you may be counted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass and stand before the Son of Man. That's your job, to watch the prophecies and to pray that you may be counted to escape the things that come to pass, the famine, the pestilence, the beast of the earth, Jacob's trouble, etc., and to stand before the Son of Man, stand before Yahweh Shai.
Come, man. That was it.
Khan.
Alright, with that, I'm gonna give a call Allah, Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach, Kwamalak Yahweh Shai. That's all praises to the Heavenly Father in the name of His only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Agatazawam, Shalom.
I just want to give a call, Lord, to Yahweh Bahashem Shai, Brother Kwamel, tuning in with Aktazawam. So call, Lord, to Yahweh Bahashem Shai, Shalom.